Officers shooting and killing Malcolm Johnson. It's important to point out these faith leaders have worked with police. The shooting happened back in March at the BP gas station near 63rd and Prospect. Police back then said they approached Johnson to question him about an assault. 41 Action News anchor Dia Wall joins us live from outside police headquarters. So Dia, explain more to us about this new video release.
Caitlin, the biggest issue here that people in the community are raising is that from their view, it shows a lack of transparency from Kansas City Police and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, which is investigating. Now, we do want to note that Highway Patrol is set to have a press conference and talk to the media in just about half an hour. So when that does happen, we're going to bring you that live. But in this video, we want to bring it to you, but we do want to warn you that some may find the images leading up to this deadly police shooting to be disturbing. Faith leaders released this video today, Caitlin, and in it you'll see the moments when officers enter the BP gas station there and start trying to arrest Malcolm Johnson, who's at the counter. A few moments later, the shooting happens. Now, we want to go a little more in depth on this video. We want to tell you what it shows, what it doesn't show, and some of the questions that we still have, as well as members of the community. And for that, we're going to go to I-Team reporter Kat Reed. Kat?
Faith leaders and a representative for Malcolm Johnson's family say there's no way he could have fired at the officers because he was pinned down to the ground. Now, we're going to show you some of this surveillance footage, and we want to warn our viewers that it may be disturbing to some viewers. In this video, you see the officers come into the gas station with guns drawn to confront Johnson. He first tries to run out the door, but is taken down to the ground by the officers. For the rest of the video, you catch a couple of glimpses of Johnson's feet in white sneakers, but it's hard to see what exactly happened. Now we're going to play for you what the Missouri Highway Patrol said the day of the shooting and what a representative for the family said today.
And there was another two officers that came in to help. And at some point, the suspect retrieved his handgun and fired into the officer, striking the officer.
He couldn't have grabbed a gun or any other weapon since he had limited mobility, and the victim's feet in the video will show that kind of restraint.
The representative for the family also said there was a third witness inside the gas station that night who was never interviewed. We wanted to get the Missouri Highway Patrol's response to some of these allegations, but a spokesperson said because this is an ongoing investigation, they can't comment at this time. For the I-Team, I'm Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
Now, we do have a little bit of an update again. Missouri State Highway Patrol is going to hold a press conference to talk about this very issue. And when that happens, we plan to bring it to you live. If you're walking away from this thinking, where does the investigation stand? Who are the players? Who are the people in our community who were involved in finding out exactly what happened inside that gas station? You're just like all of us here at 41 Action News. I went to Jackson County Prosecutor Jean Peters Baker to find out what she knew about this case.
Where are you guys at? Has the case been turned over to you?
The case has not been turned over to us. In fact, we have received nothing to this point. So sometimes cases come to us, in piecemeal, which is important that we're looking at pieces of evidence as they come together. In this case, the Highway Patrol decided they wanted us to have no information until the investigation is complete.
Is that normal?
It's hard to describe what's normal anymore. I know what normal ought to be. Normal ought to be a cooperative, investigative team with a prosecutor, driving to get to what are the facts.
I also reached out to Congressman Emanuel Cleaver to get his take on this. There are some calls for him to step in and take some action. You'll hear what he has to say about that coming up on 41 Action News at 5. But Caitlin, we're all standing by to find out more at this press conference that's set to be hosted by the Highway Patrol in less than half an hour now.
Oh, we're hoping to get some more answers then. Dia Wall live from the scene. Thank you so much, Dia, for catching us up to speed on this case.